Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Hi there, everyone. Are you ready to live an inspired and empowered life? Welcome to the Inspired and Empowered Living TV show. And we are here live on Tuesday mornings, 11 a.m. Eastern, on W4WN.com and Talk4TV.com and my YouTube. And then you can hear the podcast later on iHeart and other podcast stations. We are going to be talking about today preparing yourself for 2023. Are you ready for 2023? 2022 was another intense year. And what can you do to prepare yourself for 2023? If you find yourself more fearful or irritable or angry or perhaps sad, your emotions are trying to get your attention. Discover what they're trying to tell you. Join me, Nanci, to learn how to heal and clear the energies that are weighing you down. And so that you can move towards more peace, love, and joy. Learn how to shift to happier feelings, which is an essential key to creating an inspired and empowered life. Let's create a life you love together. I'm your host, Nanci Deutsch, licensed clinical social worker, certified hypnotherapist, and intuitive breakthrough expert. And I combine my counseling, coaching, and intuitive abilities to help you transform your life and your business. The show is not a replacement for therapy or counseling and is for educational purposes only. And I see that we have Sandy in the house. Hi, Sandy. And Allie is in the house. Hello, Allie and Sandy. And Sandy asks, is anyone ready for 2023? LOL. That's Sandy. And we got Marie. Welcome. I want to welcome you all. So glad you're here with me and here with everybody. If you want to come on and join the chat, we love to have you. You can go to Talk4TV.com and click watch live or come on my YouTube channel. And we would love to have you join us in the chat. So preparing yourself for 2023. When we look back over 2022, for most of us, it was an intense year. Now, some of you may have had a better year. Some of you may had an up and down year. Some of you may had just an overall challenging year. So what can you do to keep shifting and changing your energy so that you work on expanding, healing, clearing, lifting, and shifting for 2023? That's what we're going to be talking about today. And so the first thing that I want to share with you is awareness. Having the awareness that something needs to change, something needs to shift. Now, if you're in your life and you're noticing certain patterns, certain recurring patterns, perhaps it's relationship challenges. It may be with partners, or it may be with friends, or it may be with family, certain relationship challenges, and then that's calling your attention. Or perhaps it's financial challenges. And financial challenges, it's asking yourself, what is it about your financial challenges that are calling your attention? Or perhaps it's health issues, and your health issues are also calling your attention. And the way that you can look at this is, if you are feeling, it's through your feelings will guide you, that you can discover what it is your feelings are trying to tell you, because they are the messages that really can help you change your life. So you may not be happy that you're feeling sad or fearful or mad, but what I can tell you is that giving you these messages, and the way that I look at it is that these messages are coming from parts of you that have been hurt or wounded, that may be stuck in trauma, that are calling you to get your attention. And when you pay attention to the parts and just listen and give them what they want, that moves you towards healing. Now, sometimes there are times when you need to not pay attention. And because if you're in a habitual pattern, let's say you're in a habitual pattern of fear. Now, the last few shows, we talked a lot about the stress reaction, whether it's about relationships or about the things that are going on right now in the world or the holiday season. If you're feeling the fear or stress reaction about something, and there's nothing to fear in the moment, you're not being attacked, you're in a safe place, then it's trying to get your attention for healing. So, and I'm always talking about clearing. And you want to clear on the daily, and you want to clear on the deeper levels. And I invite anybody in the chat, if you have any questions or any comments that you'd like to share, we'd love to hear from you. So ask any questions or comments. So awareness is an important step. And then there is the clearing. Clearing, step number 2. Clearing. You want to do the daily clearing so that you're feeling in a more positive energy, a more positive vibe. You may wake up in fear because that's an old habitual pattern. But allowing yourself to shift from fear to love or fear to peace can move you in the direction of what you want to create. Because when you're in the old patterns of fear or anger or sadness, then you need to find the ways of clearing it. Now, it may be listening to the parts. It may be voicing the parts. It may be writing out the parts. It may be calming the parts. Maybe you don't have time right now, and I'm doing it in quotes for those of you listening, because it's finding the time. And even if you can't find the time now, devote yourself, say, I'm going to find the time. Even if it's not in the morning, maybe it's before you go to sleep at night. And just asking yourself, what are these parts? What is the fear? What is the sadness or the grief? Maybe it's a grief that you never grieved. And sometimes you don't even realize that there's a grief from years ago that you thought, oh, I'm through it, or you were complete, and then it comes up again. So all of that is possible. So there's many levels of awareness and clearing and listening to yourself. And the bottom line is that we are human beings having a spiritual experience. So as a human being, you're on the planet and you're going to have stuff to deal with. It's just part of being human. And I will tell you, on a soul level, and I'm going to get soulful today, on a soul level, I believe before you came in, you made choices. What am I going to choose to overcome during this lifetime? What do I need to learn? And so you made choices and challenges for yourself coming into this lifetime of what you're going to overcome. And so the issues and the feelings that are coming up. Yeah, soul. I love soulful today. Yay, Sandy. Sandy says, I love soulful today. So it's about being able to know that the feelings are giving you clues to the challenges and the lessons you're here to learn. Because when you overcome a fear about something, and you move through it, or you resolve it in some way, you have learned some important lessons for yourself. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. I worked with this client. I will call her Sally. And Sally had this tremendous fear of doctors. White coat syndrome. A lot of people can have white coat syndrome. And she was so fearful she'd avoid doctors like the plague. She would go to doctors and she would have her blood pressure in check before, but when she got to the doctor's office, her blood pressure would go up, her heart rate would go up. She would be having like a panic attack, an anxiety attack. And there was so much fear about doctors. And so as Sally and I started working together, and we really worked on her fear. Now, she had this fear since she was a child. Now, this fear may have come from very early experiences from this lifetime. And she decided, before she came in, I'm going to deal with this and heal it. That there's lessons that I need to learn from this experience. And what she learned is doctors are here to help her and support her, and that she doesn't need to fear them. And now she's totally reframed how she looks at going to doctor's appointments. There still may be some fear that comes up, but for the most part, Sally has overcome her doctor fear. Now that's a challenge that she decided to overcome. And she has, for the most part. Now, there are always, even when we overcome something, there may be another level of it. When we're getting to a new level in our life, in our business, in our finances, in our relationships, new stuff comes up. And so even going into 2023, you may have dealt with a lot of issues, but going into 2023, whenever we're going into something new, a new year, new beginning, you may have old issues that are coming up so that you can heal them. And that's what I really want you to take in for this new year. New possibilities, new adventures, new experiences, and new challenges to overcome, to take you to those new levels. And I know that you can do it. I want to thank you for being here and for listening to the show or viewing the show. And the fact that you're even here and that you're part of it, those in the chat, I want to thank you, making the comments, sharing their wisdom and their joy and their love. You are here to create an inspired and empowered life. And I believe in you. And I may have never met you. I may not know who you are, but I can feel the energy. And I am giving this message to all of you that the universe or God or source or higher power, whatever you choose to call it, believes in you. You have the ability to overcome. You have the ability to rise above. And you have the ability to change your life. Now, it does take work. I'm not going to tell you it's slide through and skate. It takes work and it takes effort. And it takes going through the challenges, perhaps going through the pain. Not perhaps, I will tell you. Yeah, it's about going through the pain and knowing that the pain, the feelings, they don't have to take you down. That learning how to move through a feeling, breathing through it. One of my mentors said that all it takes is 17 seconds of feeling a feeling to move through it. What if you could breathe through those 17 seconds, whatever feeling you're feeling? And you can call upon your angels and guides, beings of light. There are so many beings. I call it your spiritual support team. Beings on the other side. Or perhaps you need a physical support team, supportive friends, loved ones that you can reach out to. Perhaps you need a coach or counselor, a support group. There are beings on both sides, the earthly plane and the spiritual plane, there to help you and support you in changing your life and in creating and healing and growing so that you can manifest a 2023 and beyond what you could even imagine right now. Yep, that's what is about to happen. The more you give to yourself and allow yourself to work on the things that need to be worked on, the expansion of the energy is there for you so that you can create an amazing 2023. And Sandy says, new possibilities and adventures. 2022 can keep the challenges. Just saying. Thank you, Sandy. Just saying. Yep. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say that there's not going to be 2023 is not going to have challenges to overcome. We are living in a very this time is a very interesting time. And I also believe that as souls, we came to this time for a reason. So every single one of you listening to this show, viewing the show, listening to the podcast, you came here now in this time frame for a reason. You make a difference and you can be part of the change. And so that doesn't mean 2023 won't have its challenges. But what do you do to overcome and rise above the challenges? So awareness, this is what I started with, awareness, clearing your energy. And the other thing that I'm going to really support all of you is working on grounding, centering. Grounding and centering is a really important concept that we all need to learn. Now, if you are someone who's a thinker and you're thinking, you can call it the mind chatter. I call it thinking mode. When you are, or spinning, you're in the spin of the thinking, you're obsessing. And if you are in that, you're not connected and you're not grounded. And so, learning how to ground, learning how to center is an important concept for you to be able to start shifting your energies and helping yourself move forward. Because when you're in a grounded state, you can heal, hear, and feel, and then connect with your intuition to know what's next. In a grounded state, your head and your heart are in alignment. There is a connection between your head and your heart. So, how do you know? So, I'm going to ask those in the chat room, how do you know when are you in a grounded state? How do you know, like, what is it that gives you the clues that you are in a grounded state, so that I can share with the rest of the viewers and the listeners, so that will help. Marie says, we are all here for a reason. Yes. Don't die with your music still in you. We all have a gift to share. Thank you, Marie. And that is so true. Actually, Marie, don't die with your music in you. Is that from what's the name of that song? It's like right on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember it now. The music, it's really bothering me. You got to tell me the name of the song if you know. Don McLean. It's Don McLean's song, but I can't remember the name of the song. I think I'm right. So let me know if I'm right. Yes, really, it's in you. And you came here for a reason. And really allowing yourself to move through that. Now, being in the grounded state, that's when you feel. So I'll give you an example. Now, if you're driving and you're listening, you better not be viewing until later, okay? But if you're listening, come back to a later time and listen again or view again. And when so take a deep breath in and just feel your breath. And then let it out. And take a deep breath in and breathe out. And one more time. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And now notice your breath. Notice your body. Notice your feet. Notice your feet on the floor, so that you are feeling more grounded, more centered, more connected. And you can feel your body, you feel your feet, you feel your breath. You feel like perhaps you've calmed down, and maybe there's a calmness in yourself right now that will help you feel more grounded. So that's just an example, a quick example of what can happen. And I'm also going to support you. Juan, can you put up the link? I have a meditation that can help you make intuitive decisions, and it works with that energy of grounding and centering. So it helps you feel more grounded and centered and connected. It's a wonderful way to end 22 and start 2023. And it's inspired and empowered living.com/meditation. Again, inspired and empowered living.com/meditation. And it's an intuitive decision making meditation that will give you along the process that we just did a little clip, a little mini clip of what's possible. And so I really support you in downloading the meditation. If you go to my website, Inspired and Empowered Living, the meditation is right there if you scroll down. But if you want, you go to inspiredandempoweredliving.com/meditation. And I look forward to having you and hearing more about how it's helping you and supporting you. And then we have some comments from Sandy. Sandy says that I feel grounded when I prioritize self-care and stay out of overwhelm. Excellent. And that is so important. So really what Sandy is saying, prioritize that self-care. That I really, really, really want to encourage you for 2023 is prioritizing your self-care. What is it that you need to do for you that is going to help you feel calmer, feel more grounded, go from fear to peace or fear to love? Finding the ways to overcome the challenges. And now the last few shows we talked about a lot of things to reduce stress in relationships, to reduce stress management, all kinds of techniques and things that you can do. And I really want to encourage you to view them on YouTube. You can go to my YouTube channel, or you can go to the podcast on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Apple. So listen to those because they're chock full of information that can help you prioritize your self-care, tools that will make a difference to you. I mean, that's what I really want this show for you, is to be a show to help you to really shift so that you can have an inspired and empowered life. And together we'll create a life you love. And Marie said, I feel grounded when I feel connected to others on the same journey. Plus, meditation is big for me and being grateful every day. Thank you so much, Marie. Yes, grounding, meditation. Meditation helps you feel connected. And being grateful helps you feel connected to so much. That is huge. Thank you, Marie. And I know there was another thing. Marie said, not sure about the song, but this is one of the principles for living from Dr. Wayne Dyer. Yes. And really, I want to support you in really finding what lights you up and moving towards it. That would be another principle for you to move forward in 2023. Asking yourself, what lights you up? What brings you in passion and inspiration? In fact, I'll share, the universe really wants you to know, really, really wants you to know that passion and finding your passion and inspiration is really, really important. I've been doing in my group in Uplevel Your Intuition, Income, and Impact, my Facebook group, I do an intuitive weekly business forecast. And during the weekly business forecast, 2 weeks in a row, I was guided to pick the same card. The same card. And that happens when the universe wants you to really know a message. It will make sure it repeats it till you get it. So the message, the card was from a deck called Spirit Messages by John Holland. And the message and the card was Inspire Passion. Inspire Passion. So obviously, I am getting guided to share this again because I just pray that I get guided to what you need to hear. And so obviously, the message is coming through loud and clear. So this is what I want to really, really and support you in 2023, ending 2022. Now, ending 2022, yes, I know the holidays can be a really, really busy time of year. And I also want you to find the time for you. This is the self-care that Sandy was talking about and that I talk about. It's really important to find that self-care time and to ask yourself, what is your heart saying? What lights you up? What inspires the passion? Now, if you're feeling numb and you can't feel, that's a message too. And that's a message that you need healing. That the numbness is what it's saying is that you're really shut down. And in order to work on opening up to the passion, it's moving through the challenges, moving through the feelings. And you may need help to do that. Because a lot of times if you're feeling numb, then that is a protection mechanism. It's a protection because there's so many feelings that it becomes overwhelming and you go numb and shut down. But know that you can heal, that you have it in you to heal you, one moment, one breath at a time. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, you're just in overwhelm and there's too much information, too much stuff coming, which is the exact opposite. It's learning how to take it one breath, one moment at a time. Breathe. Working on grounding, working on centering. Doing the self-care that Sandy talked about. Doing meditation that Marie mentioned. And these are all part of the tools. All part of the tools that you can use. And I'll just give you a few other tools that we were talking about through the past weeks. We were talking about journaling. Or we were talking about aromatherapy. Tapping, EFT, tapping around the eyes, under the nose, on the chin, and then on the collarbone. And that actually goes right to your nervous system from the meridians. That can help you calm down. And it may look funny, but it works if it works for you. And that's a really important point that I also want to support you in remembering. It's finding the tools that work for you. Writing all those tools down. What has helped you? Like, look over over 2022. What helped you feel peaceful? What helped you calm down? And of course, the most important tool you have is your breath. Your breath can help you in a moment's time. The awareness of noticing perhaps you're on overwhelm, or you're feeling stressed, or you're feeling sad or angry. Breathing through the feeling. And I'm going to give you another tool that just came to me that I want to support you in using. So it's using the breath, and imagine the energy of whatever it is you're feeling. So if it's feeling overwhelmed, if it's feeling anger or sadness or grief or fear, what you're going to do is imagine that energy, especially if it's located in a certain part of the body, or if it's you feeling it through your whole body. There's two things that I want to support you in doing, because you want to move it through the body. You want to move the energy through your body. So you can breathe and imagine the energy going down into the earth. So whatever it is you're feeling, feel the energy going down your legs, down your feet, and down into the earth. And you can ask Mother Earth to transmute the energy, transform it into a higher vibration and a higher energy. You don't have to think about it. You just focus on letting the energy go down your body, down your legs, down your feet into the earth, and breathe. Breathing out that old energy, breathing it out. So that's one tool. Another tool is really allowing yourself to listen to inspirational or calming or soothing music. Allow yourself to let the music move through you. And perhaps you want to put on music that you can dance to. It's really interesting, using music and then moving your body. What if you were to move out the sadness, or move out the fear? Shake it out, move it out, exercise it out, run it out, or put on the music and dance it out. That is a powerful tool to move the energy through your body, through your system. Definitely moving the energy through. And Marie says, journaling is very powerful. I do it every day. When you write down your intentions, they take on a life of their own and become real and powerful. Thank you, Marie. Thank you so much thank you so much, Marie, for that powerful message. And really knowing that journaling is an amazing tool to help you really to help you move the energy, stating your intentions, moving that. So maybe that's a practice you want to make it into the end in 2022 and going into 2023. Maybe journaling every day, letting out the old energy and moving into the affirmations of the new. And we have arcane coach, Scorch. Good evening from the Netherlands. And then we have Allie. Allie says, affirmations in the morning are helpful for me. My current favorite is, I'm ready to learn my life lessons more often through the joyful path. Please, I love it. Thank you, Allie. And that's very similar to also what Marie was saying, was the intentions. Like, really, this is what I want to support you in doing. And we're going to go more into it in 2023, is creating those intentions and allowing those intentions. So, really allowing your intentions and really creating, what is it that you want to create for 2023. Start thinking about it, start feeling into it, and really allowing yourself to know that the intentions can move you towards your dreams. And I love what Allie says, is working on the intention of letting go of the pain, of the struggle, the challenges, and working on the joyful path. And do you know that when you have that intention, and it doesn't mean that you're not going to have to feel, but it means that you can move more towards the joy, and that maybe your challenges can become easier. Possibilities. And I also want to say hi to all of our friends in overseas, in Europe, in the Netherlands, and all the different places around the world. I would love hearing from you as well. So I just really want to say welcome as well. And there's so much wonderful things ahead in store for you. I have a feeling the more that you work on healing yourself, that you open to new possibilities, and you really do the self-care and the work, moving through the feelings, healing the trauma, lifting the energies, moving through it, dancing through it, allowing yourself to breathe through it. That will be life changing. And know that you can do it. And so, again, so far we talked about the awareness and the clearing, because awareness and clearing is really important. Having the awareness and clearing your energy, and doing the daily clearing, and then doing the deeper clearing. And then there's the connecting, and the connecting to something greater than yourself. So you may have connecting to the something greater than yourself is allowing yourself to connect to something beyond the just you on this planet. It's connecting to a spiritual support team, to a higher power, to the universe, to God, whatever you choose to call it. For some of you, it may be the energy of light. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter, because that energy knows your true intentions. And when you make the intention, and there's the word intention, and affirming that you want to connect with it and make that deeper connection, it answers your prayers. Know that every prayer you have is being answered. Even if it doesn't feel like it, it is being answered. And your intentions and your asking make it so. And so create the intention that you connect to that higher part of you, or to the universal source, and know that that energy is there answering. And the way that you know that you have been answered is perhaps you get guided to the help that you've been asking for. Or perhaps you go from fear to peace, or you get guided to take an action. Now, remember, if you're getting an impulse to go out in nature, or to take some breaths, or to just allow yourself to put on some music that will calm you or lift you up, follow the impulses, as long as they're healthy impulses. Healthy impulses lift you up or bring you peace in a healthy, positive way. And that's what I want to support you, is making 2022, ending it by doing the self-care, taking the time out, doing reflection on this year. And what have you learned? What have you gained? How have you transformed? Focus on the positive, and then begin to wonder what is next for you for 2023. What is in your heart? What is in your soul? What do you dream of? And what do you want to manifest in 2023? Following your heart, which is your soul calling to you. Open to possibilities, and know that 2023 can be a year, a transformational year, to help you move towards your dreams. And I really want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you all. I wish you all an inspired and empowered rest of the 2022. You can join us on Tuesday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern on W4WN.com, Talk4TV.com, YouTube, my YouTube station channel. And you can listen to the podcast on iHeart, Spotify, Pandora, and Apple, and more. And I really want to wish you an inspired and empowered day and an inspired and empowered week. And I will see you in 2023. Have a great one, everybody. Goodbye for now.